Hello my gorgeous Virgo, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for October 2022. My God, your number this month, it's number 2. It means that something really wise is going to come to you, especially when it comes to 12th, 13th, 14th of October, and then again, see how you're gonna feel on the 25th of October. These days are gonna be so important, but also when it comes to you feeling so strong and so powerful and so adamant in order to make the necessary move. This move is very important when it comes to your whole life, and when it comes to things that have been on your mind that you've been planning for a very long time, but they have been stuck in the process indeed, without you even realizing. The beauty of all this process is going to show you exactly how much you've changed, how wise you are, and how interesting you're going to find all this purely because of the way you're going to feel. You're going to be facing the certain aspect of your life that was scaring you so much, and it was scaring you to the point that it affected your way of thinking, your planning, and things like that. So now at the same time you are going to set yourself free, literally set yourself free, my gorgeous Virgolini. That in itself is going to be very important, because indeed you will see, as I said, how much you've changed, but at the same time it's about the solution to the problem that you just did not know what to do for the last 2 or 3 years. It is all going to become absolutely obvious. So this is going to be something really wise that it's going to come to you, and this is nothing unusual. Do you know why? Because it is the 31st of October, that is at the end of this month. Of course, the 31st of October is the time, and it's a day when the veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest, and which means that the spirits are going to be all around, and spirits are always all around, of course, every single day, because we are multiple dimensional beings. We live in multiple dimensions, but now the difference is that we are going to be provided with all sorts of informations and all sorts of messages, like when it comes to our intuition and our internal guidance, our voice within, when it comes to us reading the signs, everything is going to be really much so enhanced so much throughout this month, and this is all going to be contributing towards you feeling so wise, towards you feeling so strong and so adamant to make the necessary move in your life. Because what the 31st of October it's actually going to do, the 31st of October is so powerful. It's going to really kind of reflect on not only within the a few days at around the 31st of October, no baby no, but it's going to reflect on the whole of month of October, purely because how powerful this day is at the end of October that we are going to have. And we are also often visited by our spirit guides, by our guardian angels, by the people who used to be in our lives, that they passed away, and they just really want to kind of send us a certain message or a certain indication. This is so important because it's always to do with a certain aspect of our life that we are having a problem with, that we are stuck, that it created such a crazy ludicrous problem, but it's just not as difficult to deal with how we think that it is. And this is when the spirits are going to come in, and this is when the spirits are going to come forward, and this is what this whole month it's actually going to make different, especially when it comes to you. You're able to feel these vibes on a completely different level. You're able to feel these earthly activities, these spiritual activities on a completely different level, and this is why you're going to be able to gain and get so much out of it. Not only by the end of the 31st of December you will have a clear direction provided to you, clear path, it's going to be obvious, but by the 31st of October there is something so specific that you're going to learn about yourself. You're going to find yourself on a spiritual quest, and you're going to be left with absolutely no option but to move on with your life. I'm not saying that something is just going to happen completely out of the blue. No baby, no. This is to do with an important aspect of yourself, important aspect of your life that you must take on the next stage, on the next level now, no matter what, okay? So just remember, something really wise is going to come to you, but at the same time, this realization that you're going to have is just all about the actual, it is number 2 in numerology. Number 2 you have in numerology. So this is a very powerful number, okay? Number 2 in numerology, this is covering the whole month of October, but it also means that you are ready. You are ready for like something that, it's been on your mind for so long. It's been on your mind for so long. Maybe you were like kind of like waiting for something. Maybe you were waiting for specific people to give you like a green light, but now you're going to realize that the power was within you all this time. This wise thing that it's actually going to come to you, it's going to make you aware that now, you will know exactly it's the time to make an important decision. My gorgeous Virgolini, it's time to make an important decision. That decision that you're going to make, it's like basically going to, oh my God, it's going to put you with an aspect of your life that you really don't like to deal with, but it's also to do with an aspect of your life that it's important for you to deal with this aspect, because it's been like really slowing you down over the last 11 months quite a lot. So it's all about you knowing that you need to make that final push in order to get to the next stage of your life, but you will not know exactly how you're going to do this. So this is that wise message, that wise realization, wise realization. This is going to be super wise, okay? And this is what's going to happen. It's like this wise realization. It's all about you knowing that now it's time to make that final push. You need to do this, and it's all down to you, entirely down to you. No matter what you've been told and things like that. Don't ever, my gorgeous Virgolini, give your power away. When you give your power away, maybe you listen to somebody else on the outside who hasn't got anything to do with your life, like what you should do, what you should be doing, and that's how you give your power away. You have to primarily start with yourself, with your own reflection, how you feel about things that you've been told that you should be doing, how you feel about things that you're told that you should be living your life. It's all about your internal sources and in your spirituality. The way you're going to respond to this, it's how far this is actually going to take in life, because I'm telling you that this is an important bridge that you're going to need to cross. When you become aware of what this is, my gorgeous Virgolini, so first of all, you will know, oh my God, I need to make that final push, okay? But you will not know how to do this just yet. And you're going to need to understand that a few days after that, you are going to need just a little bit of break. When you have this, maybe 2 or 3 days, don't pressure yourself. Don't try to rush yourself, please, whatsoever. Just try to take things naturally. So a few days after that moment in time, you are going to feel like you want to, you should actually have just like a little break. You may feel like a little bit drained, you may feel like a little bit tired, but this is all going to be a really great and healthy sign from your own spirit, from your own soul, letting you know that you need a little bit of few days in order to recharge. After you recharge, there is a specific situation that you're going to see, that you're going to understand, because you are at the same time going to mentally prepare for yourself for what is to come. And not only that you're going to mentally prepare yourself, but these few days of this relaxation is so important when it comes to your own clarity, and that clarity that's going to come to you, it's not only going to help you to mentally prepare, but at the same time there is some kind of idea that you're going to have. This idea is going to be absolutely remarkable, but this idea, it's also going to give you the clear answer how exactly to make that final push, how exactly you're actually going to do this. So this is going to lead towards your own victory, towards one of the greatest achievements of your life. This is not going to be obvious right now, but it's going to start becoming obvious in January and February 2023. In January and February 2023, your life is going to go on a completely different level. Everything in your life that is going on right now, it's going to be completely different by then. You need to trust me, and trust me right now, you are by the end of October already going to have an absolutely mind-blowing reason for celebration. But most importantly, this, when you work out what this is, this final push, at the same time, as I said, this is going to lead towards your own victory, towards you feeling so courageous, towards you feeling so happy with yourself. It is also going to lead towards absolutely one of the greatest moments of justice in your life. There is a very interesting advice that you are going to get at around that time from someone very, very unusual, very bizarre, and very strange when it comes to their appearance. This is how you're going to feel. Someone is just going to cross your path, very unusual, and you're going to have a conversation with that person at around mid-October, and just a brief conversation, and just completely out of the blue, something is going to feel completely weird, like this person is not from this world, but it's the advice that you are going to get, the advice that you're going to gather from that person, that is also kind of going to make you aware of a certain aspect of how your life could be. And you can do this, but you're not. So this person is only going to work really great in terms of the actual inspiration, but something is just going to feel so unusual about that person, like it's from a completely different world, you know, and this is something that you need to pay attention to, which is quite important. But as I said, this is going to lead towards your victory, towards such a great moment when you're going to feel so proud of yourself, but also people in your life are going to feel so proud. But on another hand, it's something what needs to happen in your life. This is all going to lead towards the ultimate happiness in your life, contentment when it comes to your home, when it comes to your family, when it comes to people around you, when it comes to your immediate environment. You know, it's all going to reflect like and go towards like an ultimate happiness in life, because every single aspect in your life so far was actually affected. Because when I'm saying that something was put on hold, you know, I hope you understand what am I talking about. An important aspect of your life you had to put on hold, but you didn't understand how much was actually affected in your life throughout that process. And now at around mid-October, this is all going to become completely obvious, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's going to lead, as I said, look at this, towards your own victory. Okay, this is a great victory, absolutely fantastic achievement. You will know this, but then again, this is all gonna lead towards an ultimate contentment and happiness in your life, because right now you're not completely happy like how you could be. Right now you're not completely happy how you should be, and this is fine. This is brilliant to know this, because it always gives you a bit of like a Vavumish energy to work towards. It's gonna give you also something to work towards. You know, just pay attention to inspirations that you're going to have as well. This is going to be brilliant. And when I take these oracle cards, look at this, my gorgeous Virgolini. You see, when I shuffle these oracle cards, you see an inspiration. What did I just say to you now? This is going to bring you such an important inspiration into your life as well. And this inspiration is also going to show you how different you are, how beautiful you are, how powerful you are, but it's also going to bring you an ultimate freedom. You know, this is all to do with you understanding that you're about to find yourself on the actual path, which is going to make you feel so much happier, which is also going to make you realize that, you know, there is so much more to life. There is so much more to everything, everything else around you. But you're also going to realize exactly that you maybe haven't been free like you wanted to be. So this is also going to lead towards your ultimate freedom, but you have to be honest with yourself. This is to do with the really big and important aspects of your life that, you know, you must not ignore, but it's ultimately going to lead towards the brand new beginning as well. And also, my gorgeous Virgo, sorry. Also, what I find really, really interesting, there is going to be in between the 25th of October and the 31st of October, you can expect like a really unexpected situation. Something is going to happen completely unexpectedly, and it's going to blow you away. It's going to blow your mind, because the situation that actually is going to happen here, it's really going to happen completely out of the blue, something completely unplanned. Okay, so you're going to find yourself completely unplanned. You're going to find yourself being surrounded by completely like kind of people that you didn't think that you're going to be surrounded by. Everything is going to be kind of unplanned when it comes to this particular situation, and it's going to be superb when it comes to your spirit and when it comes to your soul, the way you are going to actually respond to this. So not only you're going to find this unexpected situation extremely beneficial, you're going to realize and you will know, you know what, like, my God, you are really finding yourself at an end of the specific journey of your life that was draining energy of yours so much. And that in itself, it's also going to make you aware, oh my God, it's the end of the cycle. You reach an end of the cycle. When that unexpected situation happens, listen, it's important. You will know that you reached an end of the cycle. And now that it's going to be important because you're also going to realize that you have got absolutely everything you need in order to move on with your life now. You've got everything you need. So now this is going to mean to you so much, because especially when I say, look at this, especially when I say that you have got everything that you need, now of course that it's going to be that this card was right at the bottom, you see, Three of Wands. Of course, because now you're gonna realize that you've got everything you possibly need in order to start planning and planning and planning. Like at that moment in time, it's gonna be poof. Everything that was like basically holding you down is poof, about to disappear, literally. So you are gonna realize on one hand, you know what, I've got everything I possibly need, because by this moment in time there was still so much slowing you down and holding you down, you know, and that in itself is important, because at the same time it's gonna lead towards you like really just like turning yourself towards your future and just like keep going like a big banana, you know, like you're just gonna be like really be left with no option but to just like, you know, look towards your future, look towards your future and just start with like, you know, start making up a plan. You're gonna start planning, and this is absolutely brilliant. And as soon as that happens, my gorgeous Virgolini, look at this. As soon as that happens, there you go. You are, you know, you're gonna do some like this stage of your life. It's going to bring you the greatest accomplishment. This is what you need to understand. This is what the magic and the power of the actual October of this month is going to bring us, and it's all through the power of our third psychic eye, through the power through our intuition, and us following through as much as we can. You see this? This is going to lead towards a great accomplishment in your life, but at the same time, you know, that a couple of days after that moment in time, there is going to be very interesting message that you're going to have, very interesting news, very interesting information. And this information, it's really kind of surprise you a few days after that. So you will see like, oh my God, something is changing. Oh, of course, I'm not surprised, because you just reached an end of the cycle. So this is what the new cycle is about to bring you after that moment in time. Something is really going to surprise you, message, information, like, oh my God, like the certain aspect of your life, it's really like kind of like gonna start moving on, like it's gonna start swiftly changing, you know, and this element is actually going to surprise you. But it's important because almost immediately you will know that you did the right thing, you know, that you were thinking in the right way, because after that you receive this message and information about a little success here or a little part of your life that started moving and started changing. This is nothing unusual, because it's that now that is the part of the new cycle. Okay, now you're ready for this. But at the same time, this is so important. You know why? Because it's also going to reflect on you, your emotions, your feelings, and the people in your life. And suddenly you're going to find yourself like, oh my God, this is important, because it's going to bring such a powerful part of you out, because almost immediately it's not only about like business, finances, the next stage. No, baby, no, there's just so much more to life. And here you're going to realize, and this is all part of the new cycle, and I really like it, it's so important. You're going to realize suddenly how important people are in your life, how much people in your life how much do you miss certain people in your life, how much you want to reconnect with the people in your life, how much you want to talk to people in your life. And from the beginning of October, actually, this is also going to be very strongly kind of enhanced from the very beginning of October. But towards the end of October, it's going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be mind-blowing how much you want to reconnect and connect with the people. You're going to find yourself like, oh, I want to send a message to Melissa, or I want to send a message to Jane, or I didn't talk to like George for a long time, or I didn't see like kind of Robert for such a long time. Do you know what I mean? Like Daniel, I want to connect with Daniel. Do you know what I mean? It's like I want to reconnect with Daniel. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're gonna have like lots of people on your mind from the beginning of October, and suddenly you will find yourself like reconnecting with them, connecting with them. And this is so important, because it's going to really make you aware of being an importance of having people in our lives and the way they make us feel. And you know, it's like once you start reconnecting with them, you are going to be reminded of a specific parts of yourself that you forgot about, and now it's also time to bring these parts of you out, which are the part of your existence, which is part of your spiritual journey. So they are going to be the part of your spiritual awakening in such a way where you are going to be constantly kind of like reminded by these people of the specific aspects of yourself that you kind of forgot about, but you shouldn't, because they're very special and you are very special. Okay, so you see, it's all these feelings and emotions that you are going to have, and of the importance of people in your life. So this is brilliant. Maybe you haven't even like kind of been like communicating with people in your life that are so important to you because so much was going on. It's never too late, indeed, and this is why there is so much going to start coming out, you know, of you throughout the month of October. Indeed, I really like it. But I also see someone very special, very special. Stranger in the night. I do see someone very special slowly but surely walking into your life, my gorgeous Virgolini. Look at this. You see this? If you want this, you see, if you are looking for someone, now this is the first time after a long time that I'm seeing a very strong indication that someone very beautiful and very important, it's about to enter your life. It's about to enter your existence. It's about to enter your spiritual bubble. Very important and very special person. And if you're not looking for any, so it's, if you're looking for a bit of a love, Mr. Lover. If you're looking for Mr. Lover, oh my God, yeah, if you're looking for Mr. Lover, this, or Mrs. Lover, you know, this is like this is a very strong sign and indication that someone really wonderful is about to walk into your life. But if you're not looking for Mr. Lover, you know, then you are basically, then is also, this card is indicating the fact that there is someone special about to walk into your life who is going to make an absolutely mind-blowing difference. This person is going to make you feel so much happier. If you're not looking for lover, then or for someone like that, then basically this person is also going to make someone is coming into your life like a friend or really significant person who is going to make such a great you know, change, a great addition, great and amazing addition into your life. Someone who is meant to be in your life, someone who is going to stay there like forever, literally, and someone who is above all going to bring an absolutely mind-blowing change to your life in so many different ways. But it's going to reflect on in the same way, whether it's Mr. Lover, or whether it's like a friend, do you know what I mean? Whether it's someone very special, like in a friend way, do you know, if you like already have someone, for example, then it's going to also, it's all going to boil down towards one specific thing. That particular person is not only going to make a great change in your life, it's not only going to inspire you, it's not only going to make you realize the whole world of opportunities around you, but at the same time, that person, it's really going to inspire you so mind-blowingly. You're going to feel mind-blowingly inspired to actually start some kind of a new journey. If that person is going to give you a very interesting, they're going to tell you something and they're going to inspire you, and there is going to be some kind of like a very interesting realization idea that you're going to have from that person. That person is going to inspire you to the point where you're just going to want to, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's almost as if that person is going to highlight the missing part of yourself. This is someone very special who's coming forward, who's coming through. So it's going to reflect on you wanting to kind of plan something, to start up with a certain plan, but at the same time, that in itself is going to make you wonder something so much. Through that person, you will wonder, and you will want to find out more about the specific aspect of your life, and you will want to know more, and you want to know more, and this is all about leading. It is going to lead towards you wanting to explore the certain part of your life that you wouldn't normally explore. So this is where Big Mama comes in. So you will want to explore something, and that is going to bring so much enthusiasm like there is no tomorrow, and you are going to find yourself on a path where you're going to like be left with no option but wanting to explore something so much. Within the last 11 days of October, you're going to feel so strongly in an impact of your life. It's going to be mental, because you're going to feel so strongly to explore the certain part of your life that you wouldn't normally explore, that you wouldn't normally attract you whatsoever. So this is in itself going to like really put you on this path, and then you're going to realize something. Oh my God, you're going to find out something. You're going to find out a brand new aspect of yourself, but brand new aspect of your life lives as well. Some kind of like a really opportunity with unlimited possibilities, but at the same time it's going to make you feel ridiculously enthusiastic. You are going to find out something so special and so sacred about yourself, and more importantly, you are going to find yourself on a brand new path without even realizing. So it's all about following that creativity and following like, what do you want to explore, what do you want to know a bit more about, because it's going to your spirit is going to rise, your passion is going to be rising, and you are going to find yourself like without even realizing, not only on a brand new path, but you're already going to plant a few little seeds. Okay, so you're going to give a birth to some kind of creation at that moment in time without you even realizing. So this is how important this aspect of your life, it's actually going to, why this aspect of your life is going to be so important. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just gonna see what you're gonna need especially when it comes to the nutrition and things like that. So I know that when it comes to the month of October, you are gonna need something to pick you up in an energy way. You are gonna need a little bit of energy, but at the same time, you are gonna need something to boost your immune system. But also, you are gonna need something in order to protect your sensitive bones, because especially when it comes to your hands, you will be able to feel like a sensitive bones on your hands quite a lot. And this is a very clear sign and indication that you're going to need something like a vitamin D3, natural vitamin D3. You know that these are my own supplements, and I had to create and make my own supplements because it was very difficult for me to find like vitamins and minerals in so-called health shops, you know, that don't have any chemicals, you know, ingredients. It would take me like 2 hours to find like a supplement which is a clean supplement. These supplements are my own supplements, and they are made with high exceptional ingredients, and they're suitable for vegetarians and vegans and everyone, and they're without any additives whatsoever. So I highly recommend you to take a natural form of vitamin D3 every single day alongside a zinc picolinate, because this combination is mind-blowing to boost your immune system, but it's also going to be super beneficial for your digestion. It's going to be also super beneficial for your skin, hair and nails, because you're going to find your skin being quite dry as well and sensitive. And the third thing that you must be taking, it's organic chlorella. Now, organic chlorella, it's an absolutely mind-blowing supplement, and it's rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, which our body cannot produce ourselves, but they are necessary for our body. So it's rich in omega-3 essential fatty acids, vitamins, minerals, and they are rich in protein. But the main reason why I strongly suggest you to get organic chlorella is because of the metals. Metals are everywhere. They're in the air, they're in the sky, they're in the soil, they're in the plants. It's terrible, and these metals that I'm talking about are really, really dangerous when it comes to our health. On one hand, it prevents our body from absorbing nutrients, which is very, very dangerous, but it's also affecting our general well-being. It's affecting our mind, it's affecting our health, it's affecting our memory, it's affecting so many other things. These metals are very dangerous and poisonous indeed. So organic chlorella is something that you should be all taking every single day in order to detoxify yourself from these metals indeed. This has been proven many times over and over again. Okay, so if you would like to buy the supplements, also if you would like to take these supplements, you just need to check with your doctor and check with your GP if you're on any other medications. If you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or your GP, because only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And if you would like to buy this supplements, the link is in the description below, or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and my page is going to come up that way. So now, my gorgeous Virgo, the very 1st of October is just going to be the day where you're already going to feel completely different. So I'm just going to tell you the dates now that are going to be really important as well. So the very 1st of October, you're going to feel different. You know how you're going to feel from the moment you wake up. You're going to from the moment you open your eyes, you're going to feel like you're in a completely different world, and this is because you're going to be able to feel this energy because of the 31st of October. You're going to be able to feel this energy from the very 1st of October because you're very perceptive, you're very open, you're very psychic, you're very spiritual, whether you know this or not. So you feel this vibration and energy in a completely different way. So you're going to feel this from the 1st of October, and from the moment you wake up, please try to remember what is on your mind. Not only the 1st of October, but within the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd of October. These 3 days, please do pay attention to what is on your mind. But because what is on your mind, it's something that you should be paying attention to, and it's coming from somewhere completely different. Because when we are sleeping, we elevate ourselves spiritually. I said this before. So when we within the first 5 minutes, when we wake up, there are very kind of sometimes unusual things in our mind, but sometimes very often we don't notice that this exactly is what we should pay attention to, what we should give importance to. And sometimes maybe you can even have someone on your mind, a certain person who you maybe realize that maybe that person is bad for like someone else, like your friend, for example. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then suddenly you have that person on your mind, and this is your clear sign. Yeah, that person is not good for my friend, and you were worrying about it. So now you get like an answer when you wake up, but it comes from somewhere else. This is one of my latest that I've had happening to me. But anyway, so just pay attention to what is on your mind. By the same time, like when it comes to the first 3 days, when it comes to that particular thing that you're going to have on your mind, my gorgeous Virgolini, look, it's just going to give you an idea, baby. It's about an idea. The first 3 days, pay attention to what is on your mind as soon as you open your gorgeous little eyes, because something that is on your mind is going to surprise you. Oh my God, where's this coming from? But it's also going to give you an important idea. An important idea, my gorgeous Virgolini. And this is also going to be something really, really wise, wise thing to do. But at the same time, it is kind of going to put you in the state of the actual contemplation. And the answer to that contemplation is going to be very, very simple. Don't do things that have been making you feel unhappy for such a long time. Why? Don't do things that you keep on doing that are making you unhappy. Now you will have an idea how to actually come out of it, how to break that unnecessary pattern in your life that sometimes, very often, we can find ourselves in indeed. But also going back to the 1st of October, it's like, oh my God, the whole new door, it's about to open, and you're going to realize something as well. On the 1st of October, you are going to feel very strong, you're going to feel very powerful, and at the same time, on the 1st of October, you are going to be thinking about, suddenly you're going to be thinking about your future, and you're going to be thinking like, oh my God, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? What am I waiting for? This is all good. This is all good. This is the part of your awakening. And then what is going to happen is that there is some kind of person of authority, some kind of person of authority that is going to be playing an important role here when it comes to your passion, when it comes to you having a really great clarity, when it comes to you having a really great confirmation. This is going to surprise you, but it's going to provide you with an important information. That particular person of authority, it's actually going to play an important role when it comes to you and needing to understand that exactly what do you need to do in order to protect yourself, but in order to protect things that belong to you. Not really protect yourself, but in order to protect things that belong to you. There you go. This is what you're going to understand through the person of an authority, how to protect things that belongs to you. But you're also going to get a really nice sense of timing. Like, you will understand that, oh my God, this would normally put you off, like, oh, it's going to take a while, but it doesn't matter. It's just all about understanding that you need to be patient. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take. And already by the 7th and 8th of October, you are already going to really kind of become aware of a variety of options. By the 7th and 8th of October, which are, again, this variety of options are going to be highlighted at around the 25th of October again. But it's just all about this variety of options that you're going to become aware of. And all these options are going to be really good. All these options are going to be really great. And it's going to surprise you how you feel about a certain options. Normally you wouldn't even see them as the options, see these things as the options, but now you will see that something is changing. So you will see the option and understand and realize the option where you wouldn't see it normally. So this is a very clear sign and indication how much you actually grew and changed, how much you've changed over the last 2 years indeed, because normally if you would be facing this would kind of put you off. And also at the same time, when you become aware of these options, there is a one that is going to become the most powerful. there is a one that is going to be more powerful than the others. The one is going to be like be so strong, and the rest of them are going to be like, okay, it's fine, I like them, but the one of them is going to be mind-blowing, like it's going to be completely overpowering. And that particular option, it's also like kind of, you will know that through that option you're also going to do the best possible thing in order to protect yourself from dishonest people, from dishonesty, from some kind of devilish people, from some kind of devil. You know, this is to do with you protecting yourself and knowing that this is the best thing to do. Because and that big amazing option, that one, the most powerful option that you're going to become aware of, it's like the last drop that is going to make the glass overflowing. It's going to be the actual fact that, you know, you will become aware of clearly some kind of deception going on, some lies and some kind of deceit, but it's nothing to do with your life in general, but it's to do with something on the outside. And this is going to create that absolutely mind-blowing moment when you're going to be like, you know what, I don't care, I know that this is the right thing to do. This is the moment when you're going to become so brave, so strong, so powerful, so courageous. This is the moment when so much is going to be answered to you at the same time, you know, through your own kind of bravery and this energy that is just going to be guiding you through whatsoever. So now also, my gorgeous Virgolini, what else I was going to recommend you, it's the actual absolutely beautiful Indonesian plum agate. Look, this is the part of my brand new line. These are quite nice, big. Look how beautiful they are. Gorgeous pattern, but also at the same time, it's a fantastic for balance. It's brilliant when it comes to like us feeling positive. It's brilliant for strength. It's brilliant for us feeling courageous. It's a fantastic when it comes to our passion, because it helps us to like kind of really avoid and ignore things that are maybe draining our energy. But sometimes when the balance is not right within our life, then we are just tend to like kind of maybe not to really notice, you know, the way the process is like kind of going around us, especially when it comes to our own reflection and knowing which things kind of take priority, you know, in our lives. And when a lot is going on, then sometimes, very often, we leave a thing behind, or we ignore something, an aspect of our life that should be taking the most of our attention, especially in terms of our, you know, passion and our spiritual purpose and things like that. So every single time when you feel passionate, every single time when you're working on something important, every single time when you're talking to important people, when you're dealing with important people, but most importantly, when you're doing something that you're so passionate about, I highly suggest you to wear this, because that in itself really helps you to preserve your energy, but at the same time it just gives you so many ideas, you know. It helps you to ground yourself in this specific way where you are on one hand protected by the negativity, but then on another hand it just kind of keeps you going at the time when, you know, things feel so uncertain, at the time when we may not understand that we are kind of facing the right direction, because so much is happening in our lives indeed. So it brings this wonderful clarity. This gorgeous Indonesian plum agate comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're also supporting my channel as well. The second important date is going to be on the 11th of October. On the 11th of October, you are going to be facing a bit of a contemplation here, my gorgeous Virgolini. A really important contemplation, and you're going to find yourself sitting down and thinking like, oh, what I'm going to do. But then at the same time, you know, what is actually going to be brilliant when you're kind of facing that contemplation, you are going to realize, you know, something really specific. And what you're going to realize is, look at this, my gorgeous Virgolini. When you're facing this contemplation, you will just realize that, you know, here, this is important. You also going to realize that you need to give something to someone. When you're facing this contemplation, you are going to realize that not that you need to give something to someone, but when you're facing this contemplation, do not forget to involve people in your life that means the most to you. This is the answer to this contemplation. You need to involve people in your life who mean the most of you. You need to take them into consideration. Do you understand? This is so important, my gorgeous Virgolini. Virgolini, listen to me very carefully. When you're facing this contemplation on the 11th of October, you need to remember to bring into your sphere, into your energy, into your spiritual bubble, you need to remember to consider people who mean the most to you. Then after that, you make an important decision. That is going to be the answer to your contemplation. It's not only going to be an answer to your contemplation, but it's also going to provide you with such an important spiritual key, which is going to unlock the door to your own, like an ultimate change. This is going to lead towards an ultimate change, but you are going to need to involve people in your life. This could also involve people who you haven't seen in a long time, and I think that it's all going to be making sense, because what is going to happen few days after that moment in time, you are going to have such an important message, such an important information, and that information is really going to bring you such a surprising message, not surprising as such, but to an extent how far it's going to go when it comes to this surprise success in your life. So a few days after that, there is an important message that you're going to have, and it is going to make you aware of like a really great achievement, great success, and that in itself is going to make you aware of two specific things. One thing is like, oh my God, you will know that, you know, your life is going to change so much. This is all going to lead towards an ultimate change, towards your own happiness, towards you feeling really ecstatic, towards you feeling so much lighter when it comes to your energy, towards you raising your vibration and knowing that this is the right thing to do. Something is going to be revealed to you, but most importantly, you are going to be aware of some kind of success. This is to do with the part of your life that you have been working on, but there is going to be an element of surprise, because as soon as you become aware of this, you're going to become aware of also like the ultimate change this is going to bring, but you're not going to understand this until you hear this information, this specific information. And at the same time, you know, it's like basically you need to kind of also avoid some kind of temptation here. Please do avoid temptation. Please do avoid temptation. This is so important, because there is some kind of temptation that is going to happen here. Something is going to be offered to you which is not going to be good whatsoever. No, baby, no. So you need to kind of see in between the 11th of October and the 18th of October, especially someone with a very off energy, or someone who is not quite right, you know, when it comes to their energy. You will feel something about them. They're going to try to do something to you. They're going to try to offer something to you, but you will become aware of that this is not good, and that what is going to be offered to you, it's almost going to provide you with like some kind of like oh, if you do this, you're going to do this much quicker, you're going to do this much sooner, but something is not going to feel right about it whatsoever. So try to avoid this temptation. You will know that something at around that temptation, it's actually going to be too good to be true. Okay, and very few days after that moment in time, this is going to be confirmed to you whatsoever. But I know that you're going to do the right thing, because someone really beautiful in your life, it's actually going to come forward, and they will tell you something. Really beautiful person, gorgeous person, somebody very kind of like a spiritual, somebody very quirky, somebody very powerful, somebody so kind of like a successful when it comes to finances. But this particular female person, also beautiful female person, it's also kind of like have got some kind of gift of vision, if I can say it like that. So you think that this person is kind of gifted, and that person is actually going to tell you something, and once you kind of like hear what this person is going to tell you, you are really going to realize something that you didn't realize before, in terms of like what are you going to do next. This is going to like kind of give you like a really wise idea, really wise idea that you didn't consider. But that wise idea, it's also going to make you aware of, if you took things like in a different way, and if you don't listen to this person, you can just end up with just a little bit of heartbreak. So this is why this is going to be so important to you, but it's also going to make it easy for you when it comes to you kind of making a decision after that moment in time, because you will remember what this person told you. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, what I highly recommend you, of course, look at this beauty. chrysocolla with azurite. Check this color. I'm so crazy when it comes to this color crystals. They're absolutely beautiful, and this is everything you need in order to open up. This raises your vibration, it raises your energy, but it makes you to talk, it makes you to communicate, and it doesn't kind of like pay attention to any boundaries. And I say doesn't it make you to not to pay attention to boundaries. This is brilliant, because while we are paying attention to boundaries and these are very often people who are around us who kind of drain our energy, little energy vampires who drain our energy in such a way where we are not being ourselves, and then we don't perform like we should. So this really helps you just to kind of flow through, you know, very freely and very easily. So this is brilliant for communication, transformation, but it's also brilliant when it comes to like kind of learning things in our lives on a completely different level. And when somebody upsets us or when somebody is horrible to us, you know, there is something really immediately that comes out of us that we learn almost immediately after that happens, when we are wearing this absolutely gorgeous pendant. And this also helps you to understand your dreams, to remember your dreams, and also to understand the specific messages that we get in the morning. This gorgeous pendant, you can also buy my gorgeous Virgolini from my channel, and the link is in the description below. But this is absolutely brilliant when it comes to talking, communicating, expressing yourself, saying the right things, you know, and that is sometimes sometimes, I mean, that is really, really important in our lives. And this comes with the sterling silver chains as well. So the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're also supporting my channel as well. The last important date is going to be on the 29th, 30th and the 31st. Now just remember, please, the collaboration is so important. Somebody's gonna wind you up. Somebody's gonna like almost want to have like a little battle with you, or somebody's gonna say something not really nice to you. But somebody's basically somebody's basically going to try to wind you up. Please, this is a part of the challenge. You must not waste your energy. You must not waste your vibration. And when someone winds you up, if you fight with them back, or if you argue with them back, or if you're aggressive, no baby, no. You're only going to do the worst possible thing, and you're just not going to gain nothing out of it. You're only going to drain your energy, and you're just going to be upset for the next few days for nothing. And once you find yourself like being wound up at this particular person on the 29th, 30th and the 31st of October, you just need to remember like, oh my God, this is like a God's gift. It's like a blessing, literally. So all you need to do is come up with some kind of solution. All you need to do is be friendly. All you need to do, your job, your spiritual job, is to calm the situation down and make everybody live with a smile on their faces. Okay, so when they wind you up, you just do complete opposite of what would you normally do, like fighting. No, I'm joking. What you feel like doing at that time, you will like kind of like be maybe upset a little bit, but now remember that this is the part of the challenge. So if you argue, you're going to get nothing out of it. But if you manage to calm the situation down, there is something so amazing that it's actually going to come to you. You know, you are, by doing this, you will know, on one hand, you know how to deal with a certain challenge, you know. You will know on one hand through this situation what you're going to get out of it, what you're not going to gain out of it. At the end of all that, at the end of that situation, you're going to learn something so special about yourself, something so important about yourself, then information that you're going to gain, and that in itself is going to open your eyes. That in itself is going to make you realize something so unique about yourself, but at the same time, it's going to make you aware. What you're going to learn out of here is how to deal with an important challenge, which is going to take place on the 31st of October, how to deal with an important challenge. You will know exactly what to do. So it's the 20, this is going to happen within the 29th, 30th and the 31st of October, but then on the 31st of October, it's most definitely going to be the challenging situation, not that one, different challenging situation. So it's going to happen after that, okay? So the different challenging situation that is going to rise up, normally you wouldn't know what to do, but now because you dealt with this in a proper way, you are going to gain some kind of a knowledge. It is very difficult to explain, but you will know exactly what to do with this specific challenge that you're going to be facing, and otherwise you wouldn't know this. And the challenge that you're going to be facing, it's like really the outcome of that challenge is going to be, you will be able to, when you're facing that challenge, the outcome of all this is going to make you aware of like how much you spiritually grew, because you're going to be facing the situation which normally it will like kind of, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, but now you will have the necessary knowledge in order to see this situation not only from a completely different angle, not only from a completely different perspective, but at the same time you will know that that challenging situation, it's actually going to be absolutely brilliant for you, because now, because of the situation that happened within the last few days, you will have the necessary knowledge in order to take some, in order to transform some kind of ideas into realities. Into reality, the balance is going to be absolutely right, the balance is going to be absolutely superb, but at the same time there is going to be really interesting little opportunity for you there as well that you wouldn't normally notice. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to see briefly what is going to happen to you in the first part of October, mid part of October, and the last part of October. So the first part of October, I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, so the first part of October, what is the tarot card for the first part of October? Oh my God, surprise, surprise. Just remember that, you know, you're going to feel very spiritual, you're going to feel different, you're going to feel really powerful. There is a lot going to be on your mind and a lot of inspirations, and you need to know that, you know, at the same time, the balance is going to be absolutely superb as well. So the inspirations and things that come to you, just remember it's part of the energies that you're currently in. Certain inspirations are going to really surprise you, but it's also going to really kind of help you to get to know the real you, the new you, you know what I mean? Not the real you, but the new you, you know, because it's like you've been through so much, and that in itself, it's all going to lead towards you understanding and realizing how much you have achieved in life, and it's also kind of going to point you towards the right direction in life. The mid part of October, you are going to be facing a little challenge, and the challenge that you're going to be facing in the mid-October, it's also going to basically, you shouldn't kind of rush into it too much, and you will know what this is because you're going to feel pressure to do something. So just remember, no rush. The last part of October, my gorgeous Virgolini, like, oh my God, an opportunity, it's going to present itself, you're going to like it, it's going to give you so much hope, it's going to give you so much inspiration, it's going to elevate you so much, it's going to pick you up in every single way. The bright prospects are going to become absolutely obvious with unlimited possibilities, but the signs that you're going to have around it, you know, you're absolutely not going to be able to ignore whatsoever. So you do have the star at the end of the month indeed. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. So for those of you who are in relationship, this is quite important here because somebody who is very close to both of you, like maybe somebody who is like a friend to both of you, it's going to contact you, and they're gonna give you like some kind of information, and the information that you're going to get from them, it's going to both of you, the information that you're gonna get from them, it's going to open your both eyes, but it's also going to make you aware to actually kind of change your plans just a little bit. And when I say to change your plans just a little bit, it's just has to do with a certain plan that you were both doing, that you were both working on as a couple, but it's also to do with somebody who is close to both of you, who is going to make you aware of something that you both didn't know, which is going to give you a chance to just kind of change some kind of day or change some kind of date when you're going to continue with something really important in your life. This is going to be such an important information that you're going to have, because it's going to help you to protect both of you from unnecessary stress, but at the same time, actually this is going to really nicely provide you with a time and a day and a date where you should carry on with something which is going to be much better for you in so many different ways, and without even realizing, you're going to move a date or day to do something, and without even realizing, first of all, you're going to think, oh my god, it's going to happen much later, but by doing this, it's not going to happen much later, it's going to happen much sooner, much quicker. You will see exactly what I mean. And for those of you who are single and ready to stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, stranger in the night, Virgolini in the morning, behave, my gorgeous Virgolini. For those of you who are single and ready to mingy, I think that this is the first time in a long time that you're actually ready to let somebody into your life. Whether you believe this or not, this is the first time after a long time when you're ready to let someone into your life, because you are really going to, you are reaching, and remember what I said before, you're reaching an end of the cycle, and this is the part of the new cycle. You weren't ready before, whether you believe this or not. Maybe you had to have like a few different, like maybe people, or maybe you just didn't have anybody, or maybe you just didn't have a lack or whatever, but now you're only becoming ready, my gorgeous Virgolini, to let someone in your life, and most likely, most certainly, somebody slowly but surely about to walk into your life. And I like this so much, because the person who is about to walk into your life, not only you're going to feel a completely strong connection with that person as soon as you see them, but at the same time that person is going to make you feel really different. For some reason that person is going to make you feel really confident, and that person is maybe going to give you like a few kind of like a compliment straight away, but you will feel that they're coming from that person being completely honest. But you will know that this is your perfect match when you come across this person. You will know this because you will feel something that you haven't felt in a long time. Not only fancy type of thing, but you're gonna feel like this confidence that someone's energy is projecting towards you without them even realizing. And this is when we know that we have found like some kind of like a really powerful match. So someone very special is about to walk into your life this month, my gorgeous Virgolini, and that person is also going to play an important role when it comes to you really having a control over so many things in your life when you kind of like reconnect with this person. I'm not saying that you need this person to have a control over things in your life, but you will see that that person was someone who was missing for a really long time indeed, and that is going to be absolutely impossible to ignore. And even if that person doesn't come through in October, please, because sometimes people go through different stages, so it can happen in October, but it can also happen in November, so if it doesn't happen in October, don't like, oh no, it didn't come, they didn't come. It doesn't matter, my gorgeous Virgolini, because it can just happen like periodically. It may happen like in November rather than October, but I know that October is the time when you're gonna come across this person. You may come across this person that you don't even realize that person was there, you know what I mean? And then you're just going to be reminded later. However, my gorgeous Virgolini, it is not going to be that long. Okay, my gorgeous Virgo, I love you all so much. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.